Hello, welcome to another different video from the usual videos I do. Today I'm just going to be talking about another key fault in 2042. I know there's quite a lot and can't really go through all of them, but today's is the lack of campaign / story mode. I really do think a story mode is almost vital for a game, at least for a Battlefield game. And combine this with the fact that 2042 was marketed as sort of a continuation of Battlefield 4, which had a pretty good campaign and multiplayer. 2042's intro, it's like when you load in for the first time, it really set the scene. It was like almost starting a storyline mission, in my opinion. At the end of that cutscene, could have literally put you in a mission, like the first mission, and I wouldn't think twice about it. It just felt normal, and it felt like there should be a mission after that part in the cutscene.
That has disrupted electronic communication. We don't know what has happened. Communications and navigation systems leading to massive disruption. Cause is unknown. Russia and the United States have been pointing fingers, escalating tensions between the nations. Fever pitch, escalating war between the superpowers has imminent.
We're headed to Doha to keep an American satellite from falling into Russian hands. And the intel on board is all the excuse either side needs to send us straight to hell. But we faced crises before. The notepads were born out of it. We are the warriors. We are the adaptation. And this fight is ours.
But yeah, then it just put you in some like introduction to like multiplayer and stuff, showing you like conquest and breakthrough, how it's played and stuff like that. I think it was a really big missed opportunity, because 2042 could have like such a good campaign. You know, the world is on the brink of complete war. It's falling apart due to climate change, extreme weather, natural disasters are about, like tornadoes and stuff. And the specialists, they could have like put them in the storyline. So the way I think of it is, they could have been people you come across in the story, like special ops and stuff. So like you progress through the story, you meet them in order to take out different people or do certain missions. So like, I don't know, you meet Dozer for like a infiltration mission or something, or you meet I don't know, Sundance for a silent mission. There's so many opportunities though, and you know, it only takes like a couple of seconds to think about a possible situation that they could be in. Could have been amazing. Then you could use those specialists as like skins, and maybe even use like their full arsenal sort of thing, and use like their full potential, but just in Hazard Zone, you know, because Hazard Zone kind of suits it. It's like it would have been a continuation of the story mode in a way. And then for multiplayer, they could have just stuck to the class system, which everyone loves. For me, it just would have it would have made the game seem so much more well thought of. It would have continued Battlefield 4's story and allowed them to build the multiplayer maps and modes and so on around their campaign world. In Battlefield 4, each map was like an area of where the campaign took place, I believe. It weren't exact, but some places were either inspired by the campaign or in the same country or area and stuff like that. And it gave them the chance to get a feel for the tone and grittiness needed for each sort of war-torn map. But instead we got these pristine and super polished maps, and there's like barely any destruction. I feel like with the capabilities of 2042, DICE could have really made the campaign something special. It would have allowed them to use the story mode as like a sandbox to test the new features, new weapons, gadgets and abilities and stuff like that. any strats could have been found out, and if they were glitched or overpowered, they could have been fixed. Any visual or audio glitches could have been fixed. Anything at all that's a problem in the game today could have all been resolved from using the campaign, just to test it. And I know they still test it through different ways, just like, I don't know, load up a simulation sort of thing and just try out different things. But with a campaign to test it out in, it just gives them an understanding of how it'd feel in game sort of thing, and it gives like an immersion to it. The game has recently started seeing a slight recovery with update 4.0 and now update 4.1, but even now glitches are still emerging. Like with 4.1 now on PC, players are experiencing stutters and FPS drops and performance issues and stuff, and it still hasn't been fully optimised for PC. For next gen consoles like Xbox Series X and PS5 and so on, it's fine. It's pretty much been fine all the way since release. The only problem is with it was aim assist and controller stuff and all of that, but even now they've fixed it, so it's pretty much fully playable on next gen consoles, but not so much for PC. And I've seen it's quite common for a Battlefield game or any game to have a lot of bugs or glitches, or even like OP strats, but at this point it's going a bit too far. The game's been out for like 6 or 7 months, I believe, and it's a AAA game, so the bugs should be either gone or at least dampened down so it allows the game to be playable. But yeah, as I've said before, I do enjoy the base of this game. It just needs a bit of work. I'm hoping Season 1 can bring all the needed and wanted changes the community have been asking for, and I hope they bring new guns, maps and just content in general to the game, because it'd really refresh it up and maybe even bring people back. I really do want this game to be good. I'm a long-time Battlefield fan, and to see the franchise take such a drop in fans, it's quite sad. But I'm going to stick around with it. It's better to just stick around and see if the game gets any better. I do believe it will. I think Season 1, they've already reverted a lot of annoying changes, or they've fixed things, and they've just made it a lot more playable and enjoyable. So I do think Season 1, they're going to have to deliver a big amount of goodness, if that makes sense, and yeah, I believe they will. But if not, then the game will most likely just be dead, and that's it. No one will play it. They'll probably just move on to the next title. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Got a couple more videos planned for the next couple of days, such as new Apex Mobile. I've tried it out, it's pretty good. The graphics are good as well. And then leaks about Battlefield Mobile and stuff like that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed.
We have control of Charlie sector. Troops are assaulting Bravo 1.